We're not going to go pro here, so have a good time. The gate is down.
Sure.
They just plowed this thing up. Those are 125s. Who's going to make it to the first turn first? It's a KTM. And they should give us the information as to who that hole shot artist is. Did everybody make it through clean? Kudos to you guys. I think they all met up before the race and said, look, take ourselves out that early. And the Stacy Hole Shot Award goes to out of Leroy, New York. It's not Leroy. I'm guessing it's not Leroy, New York. Leroy, New York, maybe. They don't talk like that out there like we do in the South. Into the 10 Commandments we go with our KTM rider. It's Joseph Spadaro. Maybe he's still leading. That's one of the the toughest things to do is to get a hole shot and then lead a lap. Not many guys and then win the race.
No, absolutely. Because, you got pressure from behind you. You're not necessarily the one chasing. Sometimes, to be in that position is tougher than to be the one chasing. Because you're the one chasing, you kind of have control in a way. Where if you're out front, you
have to run the inside line, the protect line.
Exactly. You got to play defense.
That's right. So the guy can be offensive. But one of the scary parts about being a guy in second is you're trying to go forward and you're playing protection because
that is true.
You're getting past, and we're watching that happen as we speak.
Number 7, he's kind of got a little lead there, a 2-second gap, maybe, a little cushion.
Spadaro is our hole shot artist and our leader. And for a first lap, some of these guys are just covered in dirt because, man, you're just engulfed in that freshly watered and plowed track, and they're throwing that right in your face.
Number 74 Machine is in third. He was the first Moto winner.
Oh, there you go. Keeping tabs on these guys. 125C class out on the racetrack. Spadaro trying to do it. Got himself a hole shot. Can he hold on and lead one officially? Man, it is crazy to be about, let's say, 8th or 9th place. Because you could be in 3rd as quickly as you could be in 15th because everybody's so tight.
No doubt.
So you want to keep it up on 2 wheels, avoid all the chaos in that first lap or so, then kind of settle into your race pace. Absolutely. But you can't be too comfortable because these guys will
you can't be too comfortable because, everybody's so tightly packed,
And here's your top 10 brought to you by Motorcycle Mechanics Institute. It's Braxton Mitchell in the number 10 spot. Gage Sager in the number 9 spot. Bryce Lizarga on the number 51 KTM. It's 8th. Brock Crimer is in the number 7 spot. Carl Brown 6th. Kalen Young 5th. Jack Niranoa in the number 4 spot. Little James Pavoni, that's Jimmy Pavoni's son, in the number 3 spot. Garrett Allenbog is your 2nd place rider, and Joseph Spadaro rounds out your top spot here in the 125C class. Jason Wygant delivers the goods. We've got our race sheets now. They're fresh off the printer, fresh out of the oven. They're nice and warm. I love a nice warm set of fresh announcer sheets. So you're watching alongside us here in the announcer's booth, and you're getting this unique perspective. Not many guys get this view, man. It's a good view. You got all the intel, right?
Oh, yeah. I like it up here, man. It's nice.
So when you go back home and have to slum it back at your local track with just your announcer sheets,
it'll be a breeze.
And you don't know. Yeah, you got this. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah, it's like racing here and then going back to your local tracks. You're like, whoa.
Oh, this is nothing.
Yeah.
No big deal. So maybe we can get you. So where do you live again?
I live in Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right. So the Mesquite, some of the tracks out there.
Mesquite. I go to California a lot. So, you got
to get out there. You got to start calling folks.
Absolutely.
Start emailing them. Yeah. That's the way I got my gig here. I reached out to Davey Coombs, man. I just dropped a Allen Iverson sports reference in my email, and that's what he remembered it and said, yeah, man, come give it a shot. That's exactly how I did it. I just went for it. Did it at Troy, Ohio as well. He let me get on the mic there for like 5 minutes. That's cool. So we're watching our leader now working on our 2nd lap, and it's still the hole shot man, Joseph Spadaro. But he's not able to run away just yet, though, right?
No, number 74, first Moto winners, run on Stell.
Well, again, he wants to announce with you, too, man, just to say he announced with the guy that calls the AMA Pro Nationals. I want to announce with Wygant to say I've done that. We have got a battle back there in about the number 3 spot. 4 guys all knotted up, Jason Wygant, as he gets his headset on, getting ready to go. Thank goodness it's not the NBC coverage, man. We'd be in trouble. Grant Langston would have to carry the ship here.
Oh, Grant Langston.
You be Grant Langston. That's Jason Wygant.
Yeah,
just call it.
All right, we're in here, Ryder. We're in it. We're in the mix of 125C with Spadaro in the lead. So I was giving some pointers to some of the other apprentices earlier. It's the unique thing in this race where you're announcing not just for the audience and as entertainment, but you got to always remember that the grandmas and grandpas, the moms and dads back home in the motorhomes are listening, which is not. If you're announcing an NBA game, I wouldn't think that's really your concern, the parents of the players and how they're going to react. Mm-hmm. So you do got to always check yourself sometimes. We think about that at the professional level. We'll bring in some ex-pros, and they can get very critical of the riders.
For sure.
We want to make sure that everybody has a good experience here. So that's one of the things that you always got to keep in the back of your mind, that this is a family thing. And The most important audience is literally the people that are participating in the event that are probably listening between their Moto. And the other thing we always point out is most of the fans probably watching on Racer TV aren't familiar with the numbers and colors of these riders. So
right,
you throw that in more. Everybody knows Eli Tomac's number 3 or 1. But Joseph Spadaro, maybe this is everybody's first chance to see the number 70 KTM. So we pointed out. And then one other thing, when you add that bike number, it just takes that much more time. So you get a nice long sentence when you've got nothing else smart to say.
There's the blue towel, the number 70 with the answer gear.
Yeah.
Hey, you
just killed a bunch of time when you...
Oh, and our leader goes down.
Leader down. All right, so luckily Ryder keeping us on track. And Spadaro on that number 70 goes down in that corner. So that's going to open the door. Is that Alumba?
Hey, we talked about getting the whole shot and winning the race. That's only happened, it's happened less than 3 or 4 times at all this week so far. It's a tough thing to do, and it just shows you why. He just went down your whole shot leader there's Spadaro. Now we've got a new leader. It's Garrett Allenbaugh and little Jimmy Pavoni, the second in that number 3 spot.
Allenbaugh won that first moto, as Ryder pointed out, so looking good right now.
Absolutely. Looking at a 1-1.
So as this championship now starts to come into focus now, you'll see guys coming in with 1-1s, 2-1s. You'll see who kind of shaping up to go after that championship. Then there's some spoilers. You know, guys that are fast, they finish 25th.
Right.
And then they're going to change the way this thing works out.
Yeah, could have been in a pile-up in the first corner, and then they come out of the blue.
What a battle here. Joseph Spadaro trying to recover on the number 70, duking it out. You mentioned Jimmy Pavoni, the second one, on the number 32. Right in this battle as well. You're watching it right here on the long short shoot coming up.
You want to talk about work here, man. On a 125, that is some work right in this racetrack. You are constantly having to work the clutch, keeping that thing in the power.
Well, there isn't a lot of momentum like that corner right there.
You had to start.
There's no flow there. Yeah.
Got to keep those RPMs up on those 125s.
Okay, so the 70 Spadaro, good recovery. Had the crash while in the lead, but he is quickly making passes.
He might have a run at our leader.
I think he tipped over. I think he was able to keep the bike going though.
Yeah, he did. He just lost a couple of spots. Just about blew his ACL out in that left turn. He is working on right in front of him.
Yeah, right behind the number 32.
James Pavoni. He's working himself into a number 2 spot.
Wow, good recovery.
Absolutely.
Could be in second before this lap is over. Where was the Spadaro in that first moto?
Finished third. So he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He needs to go win this moto. He needs to go 3-1. Put that other guy a couple spots back. They'll go in possibly tied. Hope for a little help for some other guys.
Gets it done. Down to the inside here,
man, right here inside. Number 32.
Yeah, Pavoni makes the mistake. Getting stuck out there. So there it is.
Good.
Give it up to 84. Kalen Young is coming right with the number 70. He's trying to get around Pavoni now.
So, yeah, Iranha, Spadaro, and then Callan Young is 5th. Braxton Mitchell 6th. Bryce Lizarraga is 7th. Lux Turner had a podium in a moto yesterday is 8th. Carl Brown and Brock Krameyer. That's your top 10. And that's all brought to you by Thor and Parts Unlimited. Here we go, long straight into the billboards. And back out.
Lumba out front, he has a pretty good cushion.
4 seconds though, it looks like Spadaro has what it takes to catch you.
Spadaro's on one right now. He's going.
On a 2:04 last time around. He was 2 seconds quicker than our leader, so we might have a race here coming up.
He's on one. I like it. He's on a flyer.
Yeah.
Okay. He could end up winning the moto. You'd never even know that he crashed. It ends up right for him.
Yeah, he got the whole shot, tipped it over. He's coming back.
There's your leader on the Yamaha. That's Garrett Allenbaugh. So there's blood in the water. There's the number 70. He is definitely within striking distance.
He's coming with the charge.
He has shaken Pavoni, who is in 3rd in the 32. So Joseph Spadaro on that number 70. He's the one to watch. See how that on that number 70 took him all that extra time while I was looking. I was looking at the paperwork to figure out where he's from. Leroy, New York. So the New Yorker trying to track down your leader. Forget about it.
Ooh. Allenbaugh out of Texas, 16 years old, just picked up the driver's permit, so he drove himself to the race and left mom and dad back home. Getting the credit card.
King Ranch Lariat pickup truck.
Wow, $90,000.
Yeah, it's out of Texas, man. That's how they roll.
Pull the trailer.
Got the huge belt buckle on the riding pants.
Pair of guns on either side.
On either side, quick draw. Yep.
Spurs
Chaps.
right now. You can hear him
Chaps
walking
and
through the
spurs.
pit road. Cling.
Is that what he does on these straightaways
Cling.
down the start? Is he putting the spurs to that? Putting the spurs to that Yamaha. It's a cowboy out of Texas. Put the spurs to it. He's a jockey
I saw
on
him
that machine.
putting up barbed wire earlier this morning. Like, this is not your ranch, dude.
Get those
Give
big
me
leather
Lord's hand.
Get those big leather gloves while riding the motorcycle.
Yeah,
A big leather.
Before he took off there, he kind of got ready, put it underneath the bar pad there, open that chute. Whoa!
Everybody's on a gate,
Yes.
but he came out, ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling, and
That's
the gate
8
opened.
seconds there for you. Later dose of bowling ball.
There he is, the cowboy out of Texas, leading the way. Spadaro in the number 2 spot. He is closing the gap for sure.
Coming.
Absolutely, he's coming.
Another second quicker that time around, a 2:08 for Allenbaugh. Spadaro with a 2:07.
Oh, and it won't be long, I think, for Allenbaugh. He might be able to start hearing someone creeping up on him.
It'll be a huge confidence booster too if he can get the win in this one. Not only will that give him a position, but it'll knock Allenbaugh one.
That's
back.
right. That's right.
So that'll be huge for him.
Yep, it'll be very close going into the third moto. So these guys are the title contenders as of right now.
You'll hear him, and there's that big language barrier between the guy from New York and Texas. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, move over, bro. He's like, huh?
That's right.
Oh, where are you from, son? Said pull over. We do it in Texas. They pull over to the right. They got that lane on the side of the road just to
Oh, those
get out of the way.
access roads.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin and I have done some hard time in Texas.
Floresville, Texas. we
Floresville,
did.
Texas. Those are bad memories. Texas got us.
Got pulled over about 2 a.m. after trying to find our way back home. Did a hot lap around the hotel, did some e-brake slides, and as the car stops, we were pointing towards one of the state troopers, and
Yeah, he was.
you boys mind stepping out of that
That's right.
vehicle?
He enjoyed that show.
Oh,
Yep. So Allenbaugh trying to bring a title back to Texas. He could be sitting on a 1-1 if it ends like this. But Spadaro on this number 70 right here, closing the gap. 1.7 seconds faster the last time around. And he's 2.5 seconds behind your leader, Pavoni, third. Jack Naranjo is fourth. And Callan Young rounds out the top 5.
you can see, man, he is close.
No, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty though.
Dude's got that fitness, right?
Yeah, that 3 minutes left. He's gonna have to go. I mean, these guys are pretty fit. I mean, a lot of these guys are prepared, especially these leaders. I mean, they came to this race prepared. They know what they're doing, and they're
the pit
coming.
board.
The pit board. He's
Letting
going.
him know.
No, he's definitely on a charge though. He's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Any mistake from Malumba, and he's gonna capitalize on it for sure.
And just a reminder, these C motos are 15 minutes, not the normal 20 like a lot of the classes here. So time running out, 2.5 minutes left. So probably looking at 2 to go in this one. Spadaro and Allenbaugh battling.
He's right there.
That was a clean turn for your leader.
Yeah, it was.
Allenbaugh, nice and smooth, going past the mechanics area. Got to dig deep, man. They both matched those lap times for 2:08 that time, Jason.
Oh, all right. So Spadaro,
Digging deep.
yeah, but not able to make up ground or as much that time. He made up 7/10, but he needs to make up more than a second a lap. And we mentioned that fitness and the riders getting tired. I always say motocross, it's not like you just have a gas tank of energy. What makes a bigger difference in fitness is making mistakes. You make one mistake,
exactly.
that takes energy. You could, if you do a moto clean,
For smooth and consistent,
Yeah.
now you're solid, especially in his position, Alumbaugh's position.
right, but you get cross-roaded a bunch of times and you got to pull with all your might to keep that bike up. That's what makes a bigger difference than an extra lap or two.
Well, check the gap out. That's your top 4 on that straightaway right
Man.
now. They are all tightly knit there. The Yamaha of Garrett Allenbaugh.
Because of this man, Lux Turner, who was
Push it
on the
forward.
podium. He's up to 4th. Check out that lap time. Kevin.
3
2:05.
seconds faster
3
than the
seconds
leaders,
faster.
man. That's insane.
That is trouble there as we get ready to pull out the white flag. The only time a Texas rider will surrender is when they pull out the white flag. They go big in Texas. Allenbaugh
Alumbaugh's is able to kind of stretch the cushion there.
was about 1.8 seconds. Might have opened it up to about 2.5 now. Man, he dug deep.
Yeah, if he can stay up in the first position, man, 1-1 is solid.
Yeah, that's tough to beat.
Yeah,
Very consistent
absolutely.
here. Not very often that you see that. But here they come. They are right behind him. A lap rider could come into play. The number 70 under the attack of the KTM of Pavoni
Number
as well.
32 machine is right there.
Absolutely. Pavoni is pushing our second place rider. And that will do it. The checker flag flies. Your winner is Garrett Allenbaugh. 7 laps in the books. Lex Turner charges all the way to second with a 2:05 lap time. Jumps from outside the top 5 with 2 laps to go. And Turner finds himself in the number 2 spot. Pavonius third. Joseph Spadaro, your whole shot man, slips all the way back to 4th. Bryce Lizarraga is 5th. Kalen Young 6th. Kiefer 7th. Jack Nerona is 8th. Braxton Mitchell 9th. And Shane Hamilton out of Key Largo 4 rounds out your top 10. That'll do it for the 125C class as we get ready to crow hop this baseball right down to Jason Wygant for the relay. See if he's got something to talk to these guys on the podium. We're done here in the tower. Jason Wygant.
All right, well, that got crazy there in the last lap. Lux Turner, what a charge. He even had the big fist pump over the line as he grabbed second in the final section. Meanwhile, up front, grab that Stasek Whole Shot Award. It's right behind you. We're going to give him the Whole Shot Award, and more important than that, he's got the gold medal. Let's hear it for Garrett Alumbaugh. Dude, you're rolling so far this week. What's the thing, man? What's making you ride so well?
I think starts. That's really the key to get up front. And I've been nailing starts so good this whole week. So, I mean, good start is a good finish. And just tried to hang on. I started getting tight at the end, but just tried to do what I could do to stay up front and came up with the gold.
How do you try to chill out before the third moto now and not get too much pressure?
I mean, at the end of the day, I went 1-1. So, I mean, I'm coming in pretty good. And all I got to do is just make it happen.
Okay. Who do you want to thank, Garrett?
My mom, my dad, Carol Smith Insurance, Tap Towels, Taylor Painter, Moto Mods, Marty Painter, Altus Motorsports, Bell Helmets, Zero Limit Designs, Ethos, 100%, Alpine Star, and just everybody else I forgot. Thank you so much.
Let's hear it for our Moto winner, Garrett Alumbaugh. Joseph Spadaro, they say, got the whole shot. I'll bring you up, Joseph. I know it was a battle. He was in the podium the whole time. Screen said Alumbaugh. Sounds good to me. Spadaro, you can come on up. It was a tough one. Spadaro crashed, came all the way back to second, was making a charge. So how about this, Stasek Whole Shot Award winner? Let's hear it for Joseph Spadaro. Here you go. Hey, that was awesome, Joey. No, I think he's just whole shot. Did you get on the podium? Oh, I got second. All right, I don't know. Those results down there are not making any sense to me at all. Okay, so you did get second. I saw you go down in the lead, but man, a nice charge. Let's walk up to the mic. Did you think you had a shot at even winning it at one point, even after the crash?
Yeah, I did. I was kind of catching him in some sections, and some others he was pulling away from me. Yeah, I got tired at the end, and I just kept my line and rode clean.
All right, you still got a shot at the title maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, I think I still have a shot at it.
All right, who do you want to thank, buddy?
My mom, my dad, Pavilion Motocross, Area 51 Motocross for letting me ride their tracks all the time. And all my sponsors, FXR, 60, Alpine Stars.
All right, let's hear it from Joseph Spadaro. Great run on the number 70. A really good charge to make it interesting for the league.